Hello, welcome to Impartial Mind. Hope you all had a good time with your friends and family over this Christmas holidays. This is my unpopular opinions regarding some issues that I feel most people agree on but I disagree with. I want to stress that this is my opinion, so I hope you find them hilarious and not upsetting, because this is not to upset or to criticize anyone. It's just my opinion, it's just for fun. And at the end of the day, we all have our own opinions on different matters, isn't it? So yeah, I'm just gonna get out my notes here because I have a lot to say that I don't want to forget, okay? Let's start. The natural hair community is so annoying and hostile. Yeah, I said it. The natural hair community is so annoying and so hostile and mean to other black people that they perceive as not being a part of the community. They always have negative things to say about black people who relax their hair, bleach their hair, wear weaves, and ones who don't show their own real hair out. All the things that I've heard like the natural hair community say, like, it's just, in my opinion, bonkers. Like, seriously, why a black person with relaxed hair would be seen as though they don't love themselves? Can't you just like see it as a hairstyle? Having natural or relaxed hair or bleaching your hair is just a hairstyle. Like, it's nothing like political about having natural hair or deciding to relax it. We all have the right to do what we want with our hair. Like, it's got nothing to do with people who relax their hair like they want to be white or want to conform into white standards of beauty. That's not the case. It's just a hairstyle. I've had natural hair and I've also relaxed my hair. People can see me from the distance. Before they see my hair, they know I'm a black person. So hair has got nothing to do with being black, or if you decide to permanently straighten it. Having relaxed hair to me doesn't change who I am. It just changes the way I do my hair. Right now I have braids. Like, you would not know my hair is relaxed like inside these braids, if that's what I should say. And it's also sad that they feel that they can look down on people or treat people badly because they're not like them. At the end of the day, having relaxed or bleached hair does not give any added privilege to any black person. Let me tell you that straight, because I'm sure the natural hair community knows that, but they just want to be nasty. The main discrimination that we also face as black people has very little to do with our hair type. I just feel that the natural hair community is just another judgmental group judging black women on particular standards. If it's not their hair that they have something bad to say about black women, it'll be the clothes that they wear. Like, it's too much. Like, we as black women, we suffer a lot. Like, we don't need to be discriminating each other over like hair. Like, that's crazy. Having relaxed hair should not be a big issue for the natural hair community. Like, it really shouldn't be. Skin bleaching is not a big deal. Yeah, skin bleaching is not a big deal. Like, why is skin bleaching a big deal for some people? Really, why? If someone bleaches their skin, it's nobody's business but theirs. And before any judgments, can I just say that I've never bleached my skin, neither do I have any intentions doing so. And also, I do not have any close relatives or friends that have done so. I just feel that if someone wants to bleach their skin, it's their business. It shouldn't be anybody's but theirs. Like, it's not my skin that they're bleaching, so I don't have an issue with what they're doing with their own body. Like, it's not mine. It's theirs. It's okay to be against skin bleaching by not doing it, but it's definitely not okay to tell someone off for doing it. Like, why would you tell someone off just because you disagree with them bleaching their skin? It's not your skin after all. Like, why? And I know skin bleaching is very damaging to the skin. Skin bleaching will never make a black person white, as tanning will never make a white person black. So these people who are so against skin bleaching and so against people doing it, is that they think that the people who are bleaching their skin are self-hating or trying to get a man's attention. If that's the case, why should it be of interest to us? I don't understand the anger. A person who bleaches their skin, they don't get any white privilege. It's just bleach their skin for God knows whatever reason, but it shouldn't be your issue. It shouldn't upset you so much unless it's because you don't have the guts to do so. Like, don't be upset if you don't care. If you don't care about skin bleaching, it's not your issue Some people like to look lighter, so they bleach their skin. They can be and do what they want to do as long as they're not putting the bleaching cream on my skin. Age discrimination affects not only older or mature people, but also young people. Age discrimination is considered to be an issue that affects only older or mature people, but that's not certainly the case, as this affects young people too. I'm young, so I know what I'm saying. People think that younger people are more able to get a job than older people, which is true, but there's a catch to it. For example, young people are less experienced, and because of that, they are easily manipulated in workplaces, which is really unfair. Like, I hate that. They make young people do more work for less wages than their mature colleagues. Age discrimination is real, not only with mature people, but also with younger people. And also, another thing I really hate about some people is that they feel that they can talk down to younger people than they would do to older people. And my example would be asking them about their age and their private life without any hesitation or consideration of their feelings. Whereas older people, they will think twice. I really don't understand why people, especially older or mature people, like when I mean by mature people, I mean by like middle-aged or older than that, feel that it's okay to ask a young person their age, what they do. They don't even have any hesitation. And I feel that is rude, because if I did the same thing, me the younger person, if I go to a middle-aged person and say, how old are you? They will be offended. Treat others the way you would like to be treated. Simple. Like, older people are quick to say that young people are disrespectful, but they're the ones that are very disrespectful too. They took down to young people. But when young people do it, it's the common thing. Oh, young people are disrespectful, blah blah. But when it's an older person, they think it's okay. And another thing about middle-aged people or mature people is that they don't ask each other. Just assume that oh, I think she's in her 40s, but they're never going to ask her. They're never going to ask that person, like, how old are you, because they feel that it's not the right thing to do. Let's all respect each other, and then life will be much better. YouTubers don't need to expose their lifestyle. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with YouTubers talking about their lifestyle and their business on YouTube or social media, but I am interested in posting creative things that I love doing, and not about myself as an individual. There are other YouTubers out there that don't even show their faces, but still give the right creative content that is entertaining to viewers on YouTube. I also feel that there is beauty and uniqueness in keeping certain things private. Using the word self-hate to call someone is a form of bullying and should not be used loosely. The word self-hate means intense dislike of oneself. There are many people who may not like themselves because of their weight, their appearance, gender, or race, and probably how society treats them. I've noticed the word self-hate is commonly used within the black community to disrespect or to talk badly about another black person who they feel don't conform to the so-called black standards, because like they might disagree with their lifestyle. Like, first of all, there's no right or wrong way for anyone to live, whether you are black or white. And if it's true that somebody is suffering from self-hate, then that is something that shouldn't be taken as something to mock. We should not use words like, oh, you're self-hating. How is calling somebody a self-hating person going to help them if it's true? Even if it's not true, you can't use those words loosely. Don't use the word self-hate just because you don't feel that they're not acting right or whatever, like mental health issues. It's not something to laugh, mock, or cost someone out for it. Be careful when you call people certain names, because you don't know how it can affect them. You know, words can actually kill people. It's serious. Words can harm people. Say something and that would just be the end of their life. Like, if you don't like someone for the way they're acting, or you feel that they don't like themselves because of their race or whatever, you know, leave them alone. In fact, people like that, you should actually have sympathy for them instead of laughing or cussing them out. Like, come on, be careful when you're calling people names. Like, self-hate is not a word to be used loosely. Relaxing a child's hair is not abuse. I'm not saying that it should be encouraged. It should not become an issue to start judging parents, saying that they're lazy or what they're doing is so wrong, they're abusing their child. No, it's not like that. Like, it may be that the child's hair is difficult to maintain. not everybody can take care of natural hair, especially when it's very painful and distressing for the child in most cases. Like, relaxing a child's hair should not be considered a form of mutilation or an act of violence. I know the chemicals in relaxers are really harsh. It may not be right to use on a child's hair, but it's not like deliberately harming a child. It's just to make things easier. Like, I would prefer my hair as a child being relaxed than it being cut really short. Like, gosh, I would not want to have short hair as a child, like looking like a boy. Oh, especially in this world where everybody's like taking the mickey out of everybody. Like, no way. And it will grow back if the child wants to keep it that way in the future. I don't believe period poverty exists in the UK. Like, how could period poverty exist here in the UK? According to research, not only do girls experiencing period poverty miss going to school, but this has a negative effect on their future success, confidence and happiness. But why is this happening? Basically, what I want to say is that schoolgirls should not be experiencing like so-called period poverty. Like, no, especially in first world countries. And if they do, then that's an issue that should be dealt with by social services and not charity organizations. Like, I would only believe this if it's an issue relating to poor homeless women, but definitely not schoolgirls. Pads and tampons are not that expensive. They are available in different ranges and prices, so people can afford to buy according to their pockets. Like, some supermarket brand of feminine hygiene products can cost as little as 23 pence, like 23p for pads and 70p for tampons. Like, seriously, what is 23p for a pad and what is 70p for tampons? Like, if you're really that poor, you can get the pads, which is just 23p. That is nothing. 23p is nothing. It can't even buy you food, but it can buy you the cheapest pad. So if a schoolgirl says that they cannot go to school because they're having periods and they cannot afford pads, then it's a worry. It's a worry because it would probably mean that their parents can't even afford to feed her. And also, like, you can get a pad for free at your school. This period poverty thing is really strange to me, like really weird from what I'm hearing. And like, I personally would not call it period poverty. I just see it as poverty if you cannot afford feminine hygiene products. Or this can also be seen as child neglect, because how could you not afford to give your child feminine hygiene products? Like, that's the question. Hair grease should not be condemned because it helps grow and softens hair. Not everybody likes using hair grease because they say it's greasy, blah blah blah, but same thing goes with hair oils. Like, hair oils then are also very greasy, like depending how much you use. Edges don't need to be laid. The quote, "be yourself and express yourself," is so fake. Like, this is simply because you can't simply be yourself in reality unless you want to be seen as a controversial person. We cannot always say and do what we want to do at all times. Like, so we cannot fully be ourselves all the time because society doesn't always allow us to do so. Like, there's certain places that you can't always be yourself. Like, if you're around like your family, your friends, yeah, you can fully be yourselves, but at certain situations, maybe at your workplace or whatever it may be, you can't fully be yourself. Like, you will be judged. Thanks for watching, and I would love to take this opportunity to wish you all a very happy and successful 2019. Don't we all need it? Please like, subscribe and leave a comment on your own unpopular opinions. I would like to know. Okay, bye.